yeah, that was a long time ago now. So yeah, it's what it is. But pleased to have got another chance for the T20 World Cup. I wasn't really sure. I wasn't really thinking about it, to be honest. I was enjoying the franchise cricket, and if another chance came along, then great. But I wasn't trying to let it occupy my headspace too much. I was still playing cricket. I was still playing high-quality franchise cricket and cricket for my county. So, you know, international cricket's important, but it's, you know, there's a lot of franchise gigs now around the world. So the cricket's, you know, of the highest quality in all these tournaments. So I was very, very busy and occupied with that. Just we grew up on a cricket ground. My dad was a groundsman, so our house was on a cricket field. So I just grew up. I was always out there playing with the older kids when I was, you know, real young, and I think that really helped me as a youngster. My dad coached me really well. So I think, yeah, we've always played a bit of cricket. My dad and my granddad played all sports, but cricket was always the one for me. Oh, it's a sport that you love, isn't it? I've always loved cricket, and I want to win trophies. You know, you sit down at the end of the career and remember all the trophies you've won. And, you know, playing in these franchise tournaments, there's a lot of opportunity to do that. So the hunger to keep winning silverware. It's something I've always enjoyed. You know, playing in different countries, you kind of have to adapt your game little bits here and there to different conditions. And it's just something I've enjoyed. And I think age has helped, and age and experience are probably two of the most important things. So it hasn't always been the case when I was younger, but I think, you know, playing international cricket and playing in all these different conditions, and the older you get, always add up to enjoying that pressure and always getting better. My favourite batter, it was always, growing up, Kevin Peterson, you know, tall right-hander, had all the shots, so I used to love watching him play. And toughest bowler, anyone who can swing it, I'd say Shaheen and Trent Bolt are the two that spring to mind. Jasprit Bumrah's obviously very difficult, so yeah, there's loads out there now.
When I was a kid, I was playing tennis ball cricket with my family, with my uncles and with my cousins. And that time I was watching Afghanistan team playing 2011, or I think, yeah, 2011 or 2010 T20 World Cup. When I saw them on TV, that time I got more motivation to play hardball cricket, and I went to academy and started professional cricket. That's how I came to the big stage, step by step. My role model is Rashid. He's, you know, he's such a great player, and he's a fighter. I think he's not the role model only for me. He's a role model for everyone back in Afghanistan, and how he played the game, you can see that. I was bowling spin, fast, up spin, leg spin in tennis ball, but I was good in, you know, in the wrist spin. And when I saw Rashid playing cricket in the biggest stage, that time I got more motivation. That's how I started loving wrist spin bowling. I think when I was playing low level cricket, I mean when I was in academy, most of our senior players, they were supporting me so much, and I got so much support from my family. I think that's how I got the hope to play in big stage. I think T10 cricket is the shortest format of the cricket, and bowling in T10 is not so easy, but still you need to try, and I will say you need to enjoy, that's all. I think they got natural talent, I will say this, and that's how they came up very soon. Virat is the toughest for me because he is playing with your mind. That's why he's the toughest for me. When I'm not playing cricket, then I play cricket with my family, with my nephew, with kids, tennis ball cricket, in the room, in the small room. I've never been so away from cricket. Yeah.
Now, great to hear from absolutely incredible talent in the Abu Dhabi T10, Alex Hales and Noor Ahmed. How incredible is it to have powerhouses, and what a great tournament already for us. Sana Mir joining me in the studio today.
Absolutely, we saw Some fireworks today, excellent execution with the bat from both teams, and of course a very good contested match in the morning.
And you know, when you think about it, the Deccan Gladiators defending champions, but the Delhi Bulls coming in strong today. Quinton de Kock, what a performance.
Yeah, it seems like he has just come back from the very good World Cup and he started off from there. 50 for him, and very good impact player choice for the Bulls in Johnson Charles. I think that was a very good move as well.
Now he's also coming up with good performances in the World Cup, so it's great to follow through. And like the captain Roman Powell mentioned, it's a solid team, so it's a great start for the Bulls.
Absolutely, especially beating the Gladiators, that was a big plus for them. Quinton de Kock set the tone for the Bulls. He really took on Zahir Khan at the top. Initially, when you have a good power play with the bat, especially when there are only 2 overs, yeah, definitely you put your team ahead of the opposition, and that's exactly what Quinton de Kock did.
You know, we also had some incredible fielding, not just the batters. I mean, the captain himself, Roman Powell, leading by example throughout.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think today was very, very impressive. Especially this attempt saved 4 runs for the team, but the way they were putting themselves on the line for the team, I think that's brilliant.
And you know, when you talk about the format of the T10, it's easy, but at the same time, you really have to come out firing. You never know which way it's going to go right till the end.
Of course, and especially when the pitches are a bit off. Sometimes it's coming onto the bat, sometimes there's a spongy bounce. And I think the batters are really doing well with the 2 over power play and then the floating power play. I think the teams are really strategizing it well. And the use of impact player, I think that has been very, very important in which team has really won the match.
And now, you know, I want to go and talk about the teams that are coming up now. Chennai Braves taking on the home team, Team Abu Dhabi. Who do you think is going to be a big one for both these teams?
I think Team Abu Dhabi definitely has a good going against Chennai Braves. They've won 3 matches. Alex Hales at the top will be the key. James Fuller, I think Noor Ahmed can be a very important factor there for the Team Abu Dhabi. And for Chennai Braves, Jason Roy has to fire. George Munzi is there. Mohammad Dhabi with all his experience. So both teams look quite balanced, but Team Abu Dhabi definitely has an advantage over Chennai Braves.
Do you think, being the home team, there's that pressure to perform and really come out on top?
And I think they got the drafting right because they've got their first match against an opposition who they have really beaten in the past. 3-0 is the record, so the right team to start with.
You know, in terms of the bowling attack, what do you think and what are you looking forward to seeing most from both these teams today?
I think the spin from both these teams is pretty good, and the hitting is also Noor Ahmed, I think, can be one of the key factors, and then there's Mohammad Dhabi with all his experience. So these 2 players can have an impact, definitely.
And if you had to give from your experience something to the players, what would you say to them in a format like the T10?
I think it's all about flexibility and adaptability, how well you utilize the conditions and how quickly you can change gears. Sometimes you have to slow down your pace for a bit for that over, and sometimes you have to go all out. So that's the biggest thing in playing a shorter format.
Now, you know, looking at the conditions that are so far, what would you say, is it an advantage for the spinners or the fast bowlers?
Today, I think the fast bowlers, yesterday we saw at this time the fast bowlers got some movement off the pitch and there was a bit of seam. The spinners will have to really use their variations, otherwise it's very difficult for them to really have an impact.
Well, we're inching closer to live action again, so now it's time. Thank you, Sana, for joining us, and over to you guys in the comm box.
Tanvi Shah, Sanamir, sideline for us. Thank you very much, ladies. Game number 2 of day 2 in the Abu Dhabi T10, powered by SAT Sports News. Jason Roy, left of screen. Power-packed lineup this one is, that is for sure, for the Braves. Kobe Hurft alongside him. And this Team Abu Dhabi bowling lineup will have their work cut out for them. Lots of Rajapaksa, Asalanka, Steve Eskenazi, Aravind as well, so plenty of batting power for the Braves. Kobe Hurft, 11 matches, just 94 runs, strike rate of 134, so needs improvement there, but just 20 years of age, born in Melbourne in Victoria. Bowls a little bit of off break as well, if required. And Jason Roy, strike rate 290 runs for Jason Roy. A couple of good bowling attacks to look forward to as well. Danny Morrison in alongside, and Ruman Reis will get things underway for a slip in place. And I love this uniform. It actually doesn't do it justice, I don't think, the television. It is lovely, bright colour. Stands out, Danny.
Yes, I think of men at work down under. Their vests, don't you? Can't miss them. Fluoro. Yes, the gang from down under. A few here. A few Aussies in the house. Good stuff. Time for Jason Roy to get things underway with a bat. He certainly loves this tournament. Jay Roy loves this part of the world. Gets out here and think of other leagues around the world and playing for England as well. So a lot of these chaps that are here in the Abu Dhabi T10 have ventured out here and know the conditions, know the stadium well, and love getting out and entertaining in the fastest format. There's a little bit of curve. You've got to watch out for Ruman Reis. They're very deceptive at times.
Yeah, not quite the pace he once was, Ruman Reis. 32 years of age now. But still got the smarts, a little bit of swing.
Now we see young Heft get underway. Can get a start and get settled. That's the key here. Early days, as we appreciate in T10. So the pitch just a little bit of nibble. Get that length right. Oh, hello, digs out a Yorker, and it just screams away for the first boundary.
Shouts of catch it from Ruman Reis early on, but Jason Roy's got enough of this. Where does it hit? He really has to reach for it and ends up timing it quite well. And no chance for the big tall Alex Hales at mid-off. Thought he was in business momentarily, but it raced past him.
Yeah, he's got the long levers, we say in the trade. Alex Hales it is, yeah, but he had no price. And hitting back into the breeze too, Jason Roy's just picked up a little bit. The flag's fluttering here. Just in the evening. Players will enjoy this. During the day, 28 degrees. What's that? It's about 82 Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. But yes, it's just picked up a little bit more, the breeze here. So good conditions. Keep saying that this time of the year, cooling off, heading into winter. So a delightful time on the calendar to play this tournament. Men hunting up inside that 30-metre circle, and just a change in the field, the umps. Or the stumps, in fact. That was, yeah, hit by Ruman Reis. So, yeah, Mr. Rajiv Khanna, CEO. Yeah. Busy fellow around the circuit, developing the T10 leagues around the globe. Ranmal Martinez from Sri Lanka, he's on field. There's Alimdar, yeah, just had a quick chat from Alimdar. Likes being here in this part of the world, close to home, of course, just across the way. One to go on the first. Oh, it sounded good. Protection has no price. So a couple of boundaries and a leg by to sort things out for the Braves. Then 9 without loss here. Two very strong teams. In fact, the whole of the 8 franchises. Some wonderful talent on show. The Abu Dhabi T10 by Sat Sport News. Here's Kyle Mayers with those big in-dippers. Let's see what he's got tonight. Oh, yeah, he has, but he hasn't planted it right. And he's disappeared on another chocolate shot, I reckon.
Yeah, the swing was there, but it was a full toss, and Jason Roy just had to work it away on the onside. Didn't have to hit it too hard at all. Use the pace that was on offer. Just flicked it. And has it gone all the way? Land on the top? Yeah, it does. That's half a dozen.
Another full toss, and he's got away with this, Kyle Mears. He's done a Nicholas Poor run. Has he smashed it onto the boot here? Get those shoes in the way, Chief. They're solid, aren't they?
You got to use the facilities, Kyle. It would be... Oh, gee, I tell you what, if it had popped up, it was a chance. It was boot or ankle. Hasn't even flinched, the big fella. Side of the boot.
It's like he's got those football boots on. They look like it, don't they? Solid. Look at the winter code boots he's got on. Smiling about it now, but that could have been ugly. Smashed him full on the ankle bone. Could have been tournament over. Punched down the ground from Roy. So good there. He's got a naked bat.
Yeah, they're both looking for sponsors. The two batters out there in the middle. Oh my goodness, we've got more problems with the bails. Okay now. Third ump's been, or fourth ump's actually been out there. We're okay to go now.
Mears just with a couple of full tosses. One that's disappeared the distance. Now there's a change in the field. Dwayne Pretorius, who's skipper, he's at mid-off, just directing things. Got a deep backward square on the fence. And a long on, the two gentlemen out. There's that fuller one again. That's what he's looking for. These in-dipping Yorkers, so they can't get under it.
Yeah, he gets that one right. And Jason Roy plays all over the top of it, looking to hit it too straight. Such a gaps on that offside. There's plenty of them. If he just holds himself, angles that bat a little bit, opens the face maybe.
Another one he's got away with. Away with the one that came back and ricocheted off his boot. And this one, straight to the man at deep backward square. So young Heftu's got an opportunity here. He's what? He's underway, but gets another one to have a look at.
Just looks short of a gallop, doesn't he, Kyle Mayers at the moment? Unable to land the ball. 3 out of the 4 that he's bowled so far.
Oh, timing, Mr. Hurft. There is a man out. Do the homework. Yeah, very fluent looking on the offside.
Yeah, just 20 years of age. Kobe Hurft, so young talent. Plenty of talent on show for a smallish crowd that have made their way in this afternoon, early evening.
Didn't quite get all of it, but it should just trickle in, will it? Will it? No, it won't. So Ali Shan gets in the way. So there's a couple there. 10 off. It's 19 without loss. toss went the way of Team Abu Dhabi, and Dwayne Pretorius said, look, we'll go out as a group, have a bowl first, our first outing, so we'd like to go as a group and just see how things pan out with the pitch. Of course, they saw proceedings that just happened before them, and that 120 just simply wasn't good enough. Won by 9 wickets with 9 balls left. The Bulls, QDK, player of the match, no surprises. At 50 he scored very quickly. Now the Braves, well, they'll have to post something possibly a little bit different. It's a night game. Previous one was a day game, all in natural light. But this here, what's going on here? Why is this field taking so long?
Umps have got to take some control here. This is just taking far too long. James Fuller coming around the wicket. Very good all-rounder. Been in the game for a long time, James Fuller.
Start short, and that'll go all the way. An uppercut. We've seen a couple of those earlier in the previous outing, but that is sweet.
Great start for the young man so far. He's had a beautiful boundary off Ruman Race, backward a point. Now he's waited for this from James Fuller. Got the uppercut out, and over the head of Kyle Maz down a deep third.
Yeah, it had to be super timing, didn't it? Because Mears was there. Another night that goes down the throat of third man, but he got it just how he wanted to. Lovely little uppercut. And is he going to come over or around? There's more mucking about here. Oh, and his boots come off now, is it?
Blowing a sand shoe, Danny.
Yes, those were the days, weren't they?
He's just left it there on its own. He's given up on it.
Those boots sponsored one year by Rick Disnick, I think. They just blow out occasionally, but that's annoying. James, you've got to sort that out. I know you're a strapping fellow, but you don't want those coming off, do you? Your wheels are such a key component of your outfit, particularly if you're a big fellow like he is, and gets through the crease with a bit of sharpest medium pace. Bowls a heavy ball. Jeez. Yeah, change of pace. Shrewd. Bit like a couple of other bowlers we've seen already. Right arm around to right-handers. Just again, angles and subtle changes of pace and what have you.
Yeah, taking away the perceived power of hitting through that leg side, but it does open up that slightly shorter side of the ground and downwind as well. 72 metres away to the right-hand side of the batters, the left-hand side of your screen as we're looking now.
Oh, he's signalled wide. I reckon that's a bit harsh, Dooley. I mean, that blue line's a guide. Just Fuller. Goes Fuller this time, excuse the pun, but here we are. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. No. Okay. Ramon Martinez is the man in the middle, saying, no, I'm sorry. Pushing it a little bit too far. Wow, that's... you've got to be careful getting in there too straight. And he only goes for 4, but I've seen so often this disappear over the onside for 6 with that sort of line.
Yeah, a little bit fortunate for Jason Roy, but he'll take it. Looked like it just tried to angle back into the right-hander from around the wicket. Seam up delivery. Just tried to move back in. And did. Just a touch. Almost the perfect delivery from Fuller.
Interesting, isn't it? It's someone like Jason Roy, who's a opening batter of note. That'll be another wide, yeah. To have a bat with no stickers on. He's got no bat sponsor at this stage, so not a bad place, I suppose, to expose and say, hey, listen, batter, companies, please, I'm ready and willing.
Yeah, left out of the England World Cup side as well last minute. Couldn't quite get through the fitness tests. A little bit up and down at the back end of the English summer, and in the end it was Harry Brook who was added to that side for the World Cup. And Jason Roy staying back home.
As it turned out, that campaign for England, the defending champs, it's a horror show, really. That's all that can be said. Yeah, it's not bad, that length. He's this follow through. He's got to be careful, though. He's run right across the pitch there, James Fuller. But I like what he's dishing up at the moment.
Just got told off too by the umpire for running straight down the middle of the surface.
Trying to finish this out. Fuller's first. Heft, he's going to hold on to the strike. 3 done, 34 for none. Not a bad little start this for the Braves, going at 11.3s. Both batters have got in and had a good little look. Roy striking at that 150, and Heft is only striking at, well, let's call it 217. 4 and a 6. Roy with 2 4s and a maximum. Time for the skipper, Pretorius. It's a little change of pace. Plenty of that going on, I reckon, tonight.
Made a real art of this, Dwayne Pretorius, of bowling the wide Yorkers, the wide slower balls, and taking any power away from the right-handed batters in particular. They're giving him a few yards here too, actually. Give the old right arm fast, please.
Oh dear.
You'll love that.
Graphics downstairs, come on. Please. It's T10, come on. Hello, yes, you got that slightly. I tell you what, you've got to have a good eye to play that, don't you, Jason Roy?
Well, Jason Roy's basically decided that Pretorius is going to look to bowl wide of off stump, so he's thinking to himself here, anything wide, I'm just going to go. It's a long way outside, or not a long way outside off stump, but long enough for him to just get a little bat on it. Sneak it past the keeper. Tom Banton there.
Of course, 2 overs done. There's the power play over. And T10, so protection for Captain Pretorius. But yeah, it was, as you say, Doyle, it was wide enough. I thought just from the naked eye looking out at Combox, it was a little bit closer on off pole, but it's a given, isn't it? These guys at this day and age, they do that quite comfortably, quite easily. Yeah, nice length.
Yeah, this has been his go. He was brilliant leading up to that T20 World Cup down in Australia a year and a half or so ago, and then broke a finger. And since retired from international cricket, Pretorius looking to play a lot more of the T20 leagues around the world, the T10 leagues around the world.
Yeah, it's marvellous. Shrewd and canny. I saw him a lot in the Caribbean Premier League. He enjoyed himself out there. Brings a lot to the table, really. You get that right. Yeah, it's so difficult to create your own pace.
Just a smart cricketer, very aware of what he's trying to do. Field set's absolutely perfect. I love what he's doing. Batters have got to adjust a little bit, maybe get outside the line of off.
Oh, is he? Is he? No. Oh, Kyle, stop. Stay inside the rope, please. So, yeah, they'll check for height. I think they're all happy. Is he happy about this? Herf's got to go. Bit of a bonus in the way for Pretorius. They're going to check for both. Front foot and waist high. Let's have a look. Well and truly behind. And then, I think, yeah, possibly. As you picked Dooley, the height of it. He's marching off. He's happy enough. Often they ask him, don't cross that line, but who cares? Just carry on. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a looking. Oh, it's tight, isn't it? There, it's marginal.
I mean, freeze it just as it hits the bat. I don't know about that. It is dipping. We had one last night I thought was a no ball. It was deemed fair delivery, and I think this will be the same, and he'll wander off. Kobe Hurft. And he does. Gone for 14 off 10. It's 40 for 1. Maz taking the catch.
It's George Munsey, strapping fellow, strong Scotsman. Seen him over the years playing a bit for Boys and Thistle, yeah, Northants, Leicestershire, Dawley's telling me. Hampshire, Kent, he's been busy. Noor Ahmed. This is the bowling crease. So first one down after 4, going at 10s, the Braves having been put in by Pretorius. Now we're going to have pace off. There. He's not happy about this. Oh my, he's not happy at all. It's Jason Roy. Yeah, it was dipping, wasn't it? He was always on the down, as you say, Dooley. It's dipping and slow ball. I said, I'm sorry, young man, you should have got that over the fence with that sort of delivery. You can leave. Don't worry about the waist high. Jay Roy, yeah, wasn't happy at all with that call, but I suppose he went into that reverse position.
Bowling to his field again. Don't forget to join T10's venture into the future with blockchain. Receive your digital rewards. Scan the QR code on screen with your details and you will join that wait list.
Yeah, I know, that's the rules, yeah. No, mate, it's quite quick, so I don't know. Maybe if it's slower, but no. Yeah.
He's not happy. He's just turned his back. It's Jason Roy. He is not happy with that previous first ball up. It wasn't signalled a wide. Time for the left-hander George Munsey. Very keen to get on with it, but head outside the line. Bowling side liked it, but they'll rotate the strike anyway.
Yeah, straight away on the sweep, Munsey. This was just outside the line. You look at the line, just outside the line of off stump. You look where Banton is going as well.
He's very good at this. Now, a better throw would have been interesting. He knew it too. He's got to watch those calves and hammies, I reckon, Jason Roy. We've seen it here, actually, Simon Doyle, haven't we? I think at this very ground. Was it for England? A couple of years ago. Yeah, T20 World Cup. And he did something nasty with that calf.
It's a good call from George Munsey. I don't think Roy was overly keen on the single, but Munsey was quickly out of the blocks. Not a great throw, which meant he was home safely.
It's a funny one, isn't it? Because you've got to be mindful about trying to hustle and get runs, and it only is like T10 after all. But Jason Roy's got a history of hammies and blowing a calf out really badly here. In that ICC T20 World Cup a couple of years ago. No contact. So it's a very good over and away from Noor to start. Just the 5 off the 5th. It's 45 for 1. Braves are 1 down. They were going at 10s. They're back to 9s now. But, thanks to Noor in his opening over. Mills, he's into the attack now, and he's been around the scene for some time. Specialises in short form white ball cricket. His first one. Oh, hello. Yes, plenty of it. Welcome, Michael Hazeman.
Thank you, Danny. Kyle Mayers was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. He thought he was underneath it at one stage. Nice little battle, I think, between these two. First ball, smack on the onside. Mayers said, "I'll catch this." And then he suddenly realised, no, it's gone too far. And he just tripped over the advertising cushion. Has a very heavy chain around his neck, Kyle Mayers, which is one of the reasons why he fell so hard.
What about the boots he's got on as well?
He's got everything.
Yeah, deceptively quick at times, Tamar Mills. He cranks it up. Was it gone all the way? No? Good save. You get your better bowlers too, and you think about where that one went for 6. Tamar Mills, experience, and you go-to bowlers because it is that small pocket. It's the shorter side here tonight.
That's good work. Nicely done. A little bit of assistance from his teammate as well. I think there's no advertising cushion connection while the ball was in his hand. No, that's pretty good. Then he collides. Mills will be happy with that outstanding work from Roman Reis.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a bad effort from old Roman. Good work, Chief. Another George Munsey, so you've got a bit of left-handedness now. See what he's got up against the left-handed Mills. Didn't tighten it. Hello, out. Should be. And is. It was dipping. Munsey misses out. Didn't have the timing there. One hand off the bat as well.
Yeah, that's an important wicket because Munsey's someone who can really strike the ball nicely. A lot of the bowlers these days are bowling with their foot well behind the line, so there's no dramas, just losing his grip on that bat as well as he played that. Very good catch in the end and celebrated by Mills, so he's in the game well and truly. He could do without that wicket going down, that's for sure. Good catch by Chafu. Munsey goes for a couple. The Braves now 54 for 2.
Centre, please.
Well bowled. It's Stephen Eskenazi. The great name that is.
Interesting the way that he just played that first one, just backing away at first ball, looking to stay leg side. pretty much the same way that Jason Roy and Alex Hales also do it. Experienced Eskenazi. Look at this movement away. Just trying to upset Tim Mills, but he did nicely following him. Good bowling.
Well, of an enlightened Eskenazi, born in Johannesburg, since you'd know a bit more of him. Michael Haseman. Rainbow Nation. Oh, hello. Enough of it. One of your old sayings. Pick the bones out of that. It's gone all the way.
I was watching the man at long on as that went in the air. Long on, as soon as it was about, I don't know, 30 yards off the bat, just literally turned around. He started looking towards the seats. That's how well it was struck. That is a beauty. Oh, I think he liked it as well. Just have a bit of a look down at the pitch. Don't watch where it goes. Jason?
A lovely free swing, wasn't it? Golf swing about it. He's going to hold on to the strike. 17 off the 6th. The Braves are 62 for 2. First wicket fell at 40, and then not much longer, Munsey's gone, score at 54, so a bit annoying for the Braves, having got off to a pretty good start. More of Nora. He's furious with himself, Jason Roy. He should have done better.
He's a grumpy cricketer, isn't he? Last contact. Doesn't seem to be happy very often, Jason Roy. Muttering to himself. Quick look at the wickets. That's the one that Munsey just dragged on the onside. Didn't get enough of it. Julian Mills' first over.
He's keen. It's Jason, he.
Yeah, but again he muttered to himself as soon as he played the shot. As if to say, well, how come that didn't hit the middle of the bat?
Well, you and I were there. Terms of, he got 100 in Karachi, didn't he? And he miscued and couldn't get his act together, and he was muttering that night, and then all of a sudden it just clicked, and man did the ball disappear.
He called for a new set of gloves now after this shot. Look at it, he a couple of balls back, turn. Oh no, can't believe I didn't hit that for 4. Goodness me, let me get some new gloves, that'll help me.
And he's got the chuckle on as well as Jason Roy. New gloves indeed. Let's get them out there. For if he gets out now, he'll be furious.
But he's striking at 154, so he's doing the job for the Braves at the moment.
Advancing and protection. Mia's got a bit of work to do. Nice. So 5, only 5 off that as well. What a wonderful little spell. 2 overs for just 9. 67 for 2. Just drop back a little bit again. You want to be hovering around 10s, 9.5, so nothing outrageous. Just get into a groove here. Can they get after Pretorius. Roy's there on 40, so he's been there from the get-go, and he's striking with 3 4s and 3 6s rather nicely, even if he is muttering into himself. And he gets one right where he wants it, low and full, and it nearly goes over the fence onto the embankment.
Well, that's a fine start of the over. It's not a very good ball from Dwayne Pretorius. Hasn't done a great deal of captaincy at this level. He's doing that job tonight, so he's got some other thinking to do as well. That was a bit of a free hit for someone like Jason Roy. Going to the 72-yard boundary on that side.
And again, back-to-back maxis here from Jay Roy. 50 to the bruiser.
If you hit it 76 yards on that side, it's going to be 6. That's exactly what he did. Nice crack off the bat again, so a couple of big boundaries off the first 2 balls. That was a slot delivery, really.
Oh, no way.
He thinks he was going to be caught for a split second. He couldn't believe it. Jason Roy, but works out all right. Looking around. 4th half century in T10 in this part of the world.
Well, they need to just get someone else to join him. He's playing superbly, I think, even though he probably won't agree in the way he's carrying on right now. But someone else joins him and has some fun out there with some boundaries. They'll get themselves 120. That's out. Spooned it straight to the man. Short, fine leg. So Pretorius into the attack, gets a little bit of tap initially in the first couple of balls, and then the 4th ball he gets a W for a wicket.
Very annoying for Eskenazi, as he'll feel he should have done better. But he's just giving catching practice in the end. Always want to just check the front foot, just to make sure. Well and truly fine. And the end of Stephen Eskenazi. Brief, in and out, 4 from 4, and the Braves are 80 for 3. CEO of Snowball, I've been told. Youngsters. Wow. Oh, you're kidding! Is that Asalanka? He's gone ski. The skipper in and out. Will you believe it?
Skipper to skipper. Outstanding work from Pretorius. Brilliant piece of mind to go and collect that ball to his left, get a well-timed slide in as well, spin around. And just throw down the zing stumps. Brilliant. Outstanding work. Short, sharp and shiny from Asalunga. He's gone. 80 for 4.
Gandalf. Imran Tahir. Little nickname that Graham Swan gave Imran Tahir a couple of years ago here in the Abu Dhabi T10. Swatted. Unique stroke from Roy. I'll get a couple. Where and over we saw Asalanka run out without facing a ball. It's 82 for 4 now. shining beacon there, Jason Roy, at the top of the tree. 55 from 30. Need him to bat these next dozen deliveries. Very good choice there, says Michael Haseman. Cheeky Australian fiend. Because as we all aware, got to take it between 3 and 9. And now we're in the 9th. And it's time for Mohammad Nabi. Mills. Lovely changes. He's got so many of those in the locker. Slower balls.
Well, this has just been a Lone Ranger performance so far. Jason Roy has been head and shoulders above anyone else. 55 out of 83. And we've only got an over and 5 balls to go before this innings is done. And it's just going to be up to him, I think, to a certain extent, to try and get them somewhere around the 105 mark. It's about as best that they can do, I would imagine. Unless he goes absolutely crazy in the next 5 balls.
That's not bad. Really is scythed away rather nicely from Jason Roy here.
Yeah, he's just pierced that one through the covers. Really nicely played. No one out in that region, so that's an important boundary off the second ball of the over. They need to build this over beautifully. Well, sorry, Jason Roy needs to, I think.
He does, doesn't he? The lion's share of this innings, 31 deliveries. Oh, no, not again. He had a few of the players that, a few injuries. He's had a lot of issues with backs and calves and hamstrings, quads, you name it. It's a very comfortable catch. A slip as well. Roman race, and there's the skipper racing for a single that was never going to happen. So he couldn't win the toss and he couldn't get a run either. That's unlucky. Been a great start to the night.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have a rest, Mills. Got to feel sorry for him because, yeah, you're right. He's had those problems throughout his career, really. At times when he got it together and he was fully fit, he was seriously quick. Mills. I suppose the good part is he's running off, so let's hope he's not too bad, because they're going to need him to front up pretty soon again, I would imagine. Bit of lip reading there. I think he said it's not bad, but anyway, we'll have to wait and see what the report is from the medical team. Puts a bit of pressure on the captain. Dwayne Pretorius, as I said, is a little bit new to this captaincy lark.
So it's time for Mr. Fuller.
And he better not be Fuller to Roy at this stage.
Oh, come on, Mikey. You want some entertainment. He's not ready here. He's just sorting things out. He's in the habit of this, James Fuller. He's taken forever to get sorted and happy. Now he's moving the marker for his run-up. So now he's going to be ready to rock and roll. Right arm over to Jason Roy. Yeah, can't bowl there. Not to Jason Roy when he's set with a half century under his belt.
Well, he was probably sitting back, Fuller, about 3 minutes ago, thinking, oh, I got some tap, bowled the one over, won't be needed again. Let's see what happens for the rest of this innings. Oh, no, he's done something to his leg. He's not going to call me, is he? Yes, he is. I got a bowl, 4 balls. And first ball gets hammered for 6. Back in action, unexpectedly.
Yeah, challenging start to the over. First one went for just a single, but then a 4, now a 6. And again, wonderful free-flowing stuff this from Jason Roy. Moves into the 70s now.
See, the problem there, that first ball was short and that was hammered away. Then you overcompensate and Fuller bowled it.
A bit more up there.
Yeah, a bit fuller, yeah. And that was the result. It's his highest score, Jason Roy, in Abu Dhabi T10s. Now he's playing really nicely. 71 off 33, strike rate of 215.
Just what the Braves need. Desperate for Jason Roy to be right there, right through to the end. 7 maximums to go with his 4s. Oof, 4 of them. Wrist work and timing into another gap. Biggest side of the ground, so easy brace. The 3 figures are posted now for the Braves.
I was talking about that 115 mark with the way that Jason Roy's gone since I made that comment. It's 4-6-6-2, 19 off this over now. There's still 1 ball to go. They might get past that if he's there at the death.
Come on. That's well bowled, really is. Again, very wide on the return crease, right up round Fuller. He does go Yorker length. 9 done, 102 for 4. Join T10's venture into the future with blockchain, and to receive the digital rewards, you've just got to scan that QR code that's on the screen right now, and your details will join that wait list. Hoorah! Now, speaking of hoorah, a bit more Jason Roy to the party, up against Rimmer Reese. He can't bowl there either. So it's a reload.
So 74 off 35, 6 legitimate deliveries left now after that wide the first ball. Mills just getting a little bit of attention on the sidelines.
He's got a little ice pack on there. He's tweaked something, which he so often does, frustratingly. Well bowled. Couldn't get underneath that. It's really good from Room and Race.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. They wanted 1. That's exactly what Chennai wanted. Abu Dhabi, I should say. Just that single to get Nabi down there.
Well, El Presidente is a nickname for Muhammad Nabi. The President, tell you what, he's no slouch either. If he gets one in that arc, it can disappear beautifully downtown. So good at hitting it long and straight. Lucky he's mishit it. And it's back over to you, Jason.
It's quite remarkable how many batsmen we've seen today, actually, hit right at the toe end of the bat. A lot of guys. Bit of change of pace from Roman Race. That's what he likes to do. And he's got a tough job right now with Jason Roy shaping up.
Oh, beautifully done. Just opened the blade and didn't try and overextend and hit it too hard.
Scythed for 4. Takes him to 79 now. It's a really good shot. It's not the greatest of deliveries. Just there to be hit. Sitting deep in the crease, Jason Roy at this stage of the innings, as they all do. But easy enough just to reach a little bit and get that away for a boundary. Importantly, he's still on strike for these last 3 deliveries.
Does he go now? Little shimmy to the onside, offside rather, goes on. Cries of expletives from the bowler.
Yeah, unfortunately for the bowler, if you're not going to use the surface, you're just dishing it up to him in this sort of form. Timing he's got right now, he doesn't have to do anything extravagant. Hitting that one back of the square on the leg side. Highest individual score by Chennai Braves batsman in Abu Dhabi T10 now. Jason Roy with that 83.
Striking at 220, let's call it. It's beautifully bowled. That's what he's looking for, Room and Race. Get that Yorker right. He's missed a couple. Mark Boucher in the house, head coach for Team Abu Dhabi. Making a few notes. Relaxing chaps. One to go in the 10th of this innings. Last ball of the innings, so let's see And Mohamed Nabi can dispatch this. Well bowled again, so I'll take one and be happy. So 115 for 4 from 10. Jason Roy remains 84 not out. Mohamed Nabi, very brief, he's out there 3 from 3. But, well, considering they were 80 for 4, Michael Hazen, I reckon they'd take that.
Yeah, I agree with it, because they finished really strong. Last 3 overs, 48 runs, going at 16 runs per over. So that's really good work for the last 3 overs. And a lot of that work done was by Jason Roy. His performance was quite startling, really, the way that he played, but he didn't get too much help from anyone else out there. 84 of that 115 attributed to him. If he had some assistance, they would have gone to maybe 125, which I'm sure would have been a very challenging total. But looking back now, 84 off 39, 115 is there and thereabouts. It is a healthy total, but it's not a great total. Next highest score was Hurft with 14 off just 10. And then where's extras? Oh, he's next with 8. But 115 for 4 is what they've posted, and the Braves will go to the dugout, to the change room, feeling reasonably confident of match 4.
Yeah, well, he was a bit grumpy early on. He wasn't quite timing things how he would have liked. But then all of a sudden, he just calmed down a little. Got a couple in his area. Yeah, he wanted to smash it a bit further, but wrist work and his timing came to the fore later on, particularly once he'd passed 45, 50. He really did cut loose. And the bowlers, well, they found it tough going at times. The skipper got 2 for 21 as a standout. Nor was the pick of them mostly. Look at it, 4.5s, quite outstanding. And Mills, well, he went off and limped off.
Very special guest. I've got the CEO of Snowball Money, Mr. Parul Gujral. Thank you so much for your time. Well, first and foremost, a very exciting new partnership between Snowball Money and T10 Global. What exactly is Snowball Money?
Snowball Money is a platform that we created to make it as easy as possible for people to come into this new exciting world of crypto and Web3. We allow people to become their own bank and get exposure to a variety of different cryptocurrencies in the most safest way possible, whether that's getting exposure to an index, whether that's getting exposure to a specific token that you'd like, whether it's participating in brand new projects that are coming and earning tokens for free.
Well, and at the T10 Global, obviously, as we expand all over the world, over 22 nationalities taking part in our tournament, and obviously we are expanding into all new markets all the time. Kind of a perfect partnership, I guess, between us and Snowball Money. Is that what made you want to get on board and be a part of T10 family?
Absolutely. You know, we've moved from this old internet world to this new internet world, which is called Web3. And the whole idea of Web3 is every single participant that is bringing value to the ecosystem gets rewarded and gets to become an owner of the system. And so cricket is such a wonderful opportunity to bring fans together, but also allow them to become micro owners and have decision making and participate in upgrading their experience of the sport. And so we're super excited to be here and be part of this.
It's so cool. And all of our fans at home, you might have seen a couple of QR codes popping up on your screen. What can fans get from these digital little QR codes that we keep seeing popping up in our coverage?
You know, we're getting those questions every single day. It is a bit of a surprise, but what we'll say is the ones that provide the most value are rewarded the greatest. And so join our wait list. There should be a QR code right here.
Hopefully it's on the screen at the moment. We'll pop our hands up, but they will pop up throughout.
Yes. Invite your friends to be the first in line. And when these rewards are airdropped, you'll be able to utilize it for many different ways, and it'll be really exciting. We'd love to hear your feedback. Join our Telegram group and stay tuned.
What a great partnership, and we love having you here. You were here yesterday. I know it was your first ever cricket game. What do you make of cricket's fastest format? You're back again today.
Yeah, that's right. Well, first cricket game in person, and certainly not the last. I had a wonderful time seeing all the players, seeing the camaraderie, seeing the sportsmanship, but also having conversations with the fans and the audience. It's just such a pleasure to be here. I feel very fortunate, and I grew up to this sport. My dad was an avid fan of cricket, so now it's coming full circle, and I'm excited to make this my favorite sport as well.
Well, Parul, we so appreciate your time and obviously you coming in part of the T10 Global family. Thank you so much, and we look forward to a long partnership for many years to come.
Thank you. Thank you. And the QR code is right below. We look forward to seeing you in our social groups. Cheers.
Oh, we'll see more of you, my friend. Thank you, Aaron Holland. So the target is 116, and they want just over 11 and a halves to Team Abu Dhabi. We're going to take a My Dubai innings break. Look forward to seeing you very, very shortly.
Oh, here we go. Welcome back. We are halfway through match number 4 at the moment, and that's the signal from Alim Dar about the impact player. And Imran Tahir is on the park. George Muncie has been subbed out, so Imran Tahir is going to make an impact. Of course, he's a big wicket taker, we know that. But this is going to be interesting chase, I would imagine. 116 it is to win. And Kyle Mayers is someone who likes to have a dip from ball one. He's got a partner in Alex Hales who does the same. So dot ball to start. Sri Lanka. The skipper is just scooting through. Ayn Khan actually is the man that's bowling. That's a boundary, opening that blade. That's beautifully played by Kyle Mayers. Bit of a stand and deliver shot from him, but that's the way he likes to go after the bowling at the starts. Simon Dool, welcome.
Good evening, Mike Hazeman. Just honing in on that off stump, but Kyle Mayers, he's such a powerful player. Leg side or offside.
Himself a bit of room that time, and no connection, just sliding away at the last minute.
The opening bowler is Ayan Khan.
Certainly gets through his overs pretty quickly, Ayn Khan. It's another dot ball. This is good work. Could come back. 2 dot balls after the boundary.
Really good take from Kai Smith as well. That previous delivery.
Down the ground, and 6 runs. Solid connection this time. Airborne. Boundary ball, the first delivery. The 5th goes for 6.
Yeah, great use of the feet again. And just hitting through the line of the ball, a big, powerful player.
From the UAE, Ayn Khan, I've seen him in another franchise tournament. That's just chipped over the top. Chases on. Jason Roy do a little bit of running. Not a great deal when he's batting, but tries to track that one down comfortably. He does. Quick over that one. 12 for none. Plenty of batting. Banton, Deploy, Asif. These 2 guys at the top are very dangerous. Unique batting style, Alex Hales. You've seen a lot more of him of late than I have, Simon.
Yeah, very much offside dominant. Look to give himself a little bit of room. Doesn't really get across those stumps much. It's nipping down, clearly missing. But he looks to hit the ball powerfully off drives, extra cover, carves it away through that region.
Yeah, quite right. Alex Hales was saying that one just dipped back a little bit from Sam Cooks. That was a pretty good delivery when someone looks to stay leg side. And there's a little bit of information transferred to Kyle Mayers, so that's good to see. That's something that's really important out there in the middle. You've got a couple of guys out there batting for the one side, so share as much information as possible and help your partner out.
Be careful though. Be careful, because Sam Cook can bring the one back to the left-hander as well.
Crack, that's gone very high. How far's it gone? Yeah, it's gone far enough. What a good shot that is for Mayers.
Just brute force. Kyle Mayers tried to bring that one back into the left-hander, but he's just met it. Stayed nice and low. He knew. Downwind as well. Sails up.
Slow ball that time from Cook.
Very experienced campaigner, Sam Cook, just 26 years of age. A lot of county cricket in England. A lot of short format cricket as well. Terrifically talented right arm seamer. There's a time when he was highly considered for an England call-up.
It's a low full toss out. Jason Roy takes the catch, so Cook has picked up a wicket. That is an important wicket because Mayers, if he gets going, can be totally devastating.
Beware the low full toss. Just right on the toe end of the bat. And, combination of Cook and Roy. Just right at the toe end. He tried to stay low on that one and get elevation, but couldn't do it. Jason Roy takes a good smart catch. Having a good game so far is Jay Roy. And Kyle Mayers on his way back for 18. It is 19 for 1.
This guy's talented, Tom Banton. Strike rate of 177. Let's look at his T10 career. Best of 80, 350s. Playing his 37th match now. Bit of a dasher. Bringing that back quite sharply. Nicely bowled by Cook.
They play against each other a lot in the UK. Cook, Banton, Hales, Roy, so there's plenty of intel on all of these players. English combination getting the job done there for their team. So you'll know Alex Hales. You will have played against Alex Hales a lot in all formats of the game.
It's great to see these guys here playing because they can add so much to change room, so much to these younger players as well. They can learn from them. Learn some new tricks, some of the arts of the shortest format, the white ball game. 2 overs gone, 8 off that, 20 for 1.
Yeah. Junaid, please, Alex. Okay, deep mid, okay.
Just deploy the man that's due to come in number 4 as a fine player as well. So they've certainly got some batting, have Team Abu Dhabi. Khan again. Hard down the ground, just going to be the single. He gets through these overs quickly, 18 years of age. Played the Montreal Tigers previous, that's where I've seen him, where he excelled playing for them. Certainly got some talent. Cracked away to the sweeper. As we all know that sponsors are needed. Alubond A2 is one of the big sponsors, the world's largest manufacturer of aluminium composite panels. Nice to have them on board.
The thing about Iron is because he lets the ball go so low, he's not very tall anyway, but you watch his action and he really crouched at release as well, that knees bent. Lewis deploy. Just getting the eyes going. Oh, wow. It's cracked that. Absolutely cracked that up near the big screen on the bank. That is a big blow from Alex Hales.
Could have done some damage. Hit a little bit stronger. It's a fine shot. He's always been a very sweet hitter of the ball, Alex Hales. That's a prime example.
Yes, hard. Nice boy. Bigger boy.
Yeah, so he tries to sneak the ball under you, past you, bowls relatively quickly. Ayan Khan, that's the little dent that Alex Hales has made.
It's in the slot, cries of catch it, and he's picked up a wicket. Ayan Khan will be happy with that. The 18-year-old has got him. Banton is on his way.
Steve Eskenazi with the catch down at long off, comfortable. No problems with that. Look how low he is, tough to get underneath it. That's half the problem with Ayan Khan. It was there though, it was there, just didn't get enough of it. And Eskenazi gets in the way. Tom Banton gone for just 2. And Team Abu Dhabi now 30 for the loss of 2 wickets as Tom Banton wanders off.
Yes, please.
3 overs into this innings, and Lewis Deploy is in the middle. 34 for none. The Braves were at the same stage. 30 for 2 for Abu Dhabi. And Imran Tahir, the impact player, is in the game. He's a wicket taker. It's actually fascinating to watch Imran Tahir. That's gone for 4. That's beautifully timed by Alex Hales. Likes to bowl sliders a lot in the white ball games as Tahir. Is that a slider? Yes, it is. But I wonder if we think about not bowling the sliders when suddenly it advances like that. Says that when his slider's coming out well, that's when he knows he's bowling well, and it's such an important delivery for him to build on. A bit more air on that one. Standard leggy, I think.
Yeah, slowed it up, gave Hales nothing to work with on that occasion. Wily campaigner.
And the wrong un. So we've seen the slider, the leggy, and the wrong un. Haven't seen a topper yet.
Don't get greedy. He had 3.
There was a time when he bowled a flipper, actually, but then he just settled on the slider, which he says is a lot easier to control. Understandably so. That slider's never too far away. That is a wonderful shot. That is absolutely superb. Magnificent work.
And this is Lewis Deploy at his best. First ball as well, if you don't mind. Switch hit. And just beautifully done. He is such a good sweeper. You'll see a lot of that. He's got good power down the ground, but against the spinners, reverse sweeps, conventional sweeps, lamps, ramps and laps, not lamps and raps.
That was a wrong, and he thought he might have bowled him around his legs. Wide has been called.
And looking for the sweep. Beautifully bowled.
It's really good work from these 2 bats in the middle. They're going to come back for 3 now if they decide to settle on 2 alone. But that's a very good over. 16. Correction, 14 off it with still 1 ball to go. Maybe I'm a mind reader, who knows? Cries of catch it. No run off the last ball, so stays at 14. 44 for 2. But there in Holland, just before this inning started, we heard more information about Snowball. Join T10's venture into the future with blockchain to receive digital rewards. Scan that QR code on the screen with your details to join a wait list. Pull shot, tries a catch. Oh, that's a blinder. That is an absolute blinder. Brilliant work from Sam Cook. Had to come in a long way and get that big dive in forward, and he took it literally millimetres from the ground.
Great work from the fast bowler. Called it so well, Hazy. Beautiful, made great ground, was banged in. Hales thought he'd have a piece of it. Watch the ground here from Sam Cook. Covered it beautifully. Yes, ma'am, indeed. You can applaud that. Brilliance. Alex Hales' innings comes to an end. He's gone for 13 off 9 deliveries. And it is 44 for 3.
Junaid Siddiqui, first ball, picks up that wicket. Brilliant catch by Sam Cook. Asif Khan now in the middle. There's a look at his T10 career. Siddiqui's on the winning side at the moment after that first delivery. Nicely struck, straight to the man on square. Check out this catch again.
Yeah, made great ground to it. Let's give us a good view of diving forward, hands underneath it. That is brilliance from Cook.
Leaving things to no doubt whatsoever, those fingers getting right underneath the ball. That is just a magnificent grab. 3 down now, 45 for 3. Braves were 41 for 1, so the runs are okay. Wickets, not so much. But deploy still there.
He's got international experience as Asif Khan. 48 international appearances, 30 ODIs, averaging almost 42 in ODI cricket. He's played 18 T20 internationals as well.
Shahjul Mook is the man on the left. He's the founder of T10, taking it around the globe, the cricketing globe. Great to see him here and enjoying the game. He's always here. Nicely bowled from Siddiqui. He can certainly hit a long ball, this man. Don't worry about that. Throughout his career, Shahjul Mook is backing right now. Abu Dhabi needs 7 to win and 32 balls with 7 wickets in hand. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Dug out at the last minute. Coming back for the second.
Great job so far, Siddiqui. 5 balls bowled. 1 for 4.
Wicket off the first ball and just 4 runs off the next 4. Really good over so far. And he finishes with quite a quick delivery and a nice surprise bouncer. Great over, 4 off it, 48 for 3. Locked away. The Worms have been pretty good mates throughout this entire chase at the moment. And after 5 overs, 48 versus 45. Braves were 2 wickets to the better off. Tahir again.
Yeah, and what you tend to do, great from Imran Tahir, when you've got a player that loves to sweep, reverse sweep, play the laps, the ramps, those sorts of shots, you then slow the ball up. You make them come to you, come down the ground, and that's exactly what he's done to Los Deploy after that first delivery. Oh, just lost his shape a little bit there. Asif.
Boys. Stop for me.
Strikers getting ready for tonight's match, and he's just enjoying his time. Loving a bit of cricket, the young man. Oh. Lovely. Really good, Imran Tahir. He's slowed it up beautifully. And Los Deploy just can't find an answer at the moment. Bangla Tigers and the New York Strikers, they are coming up. Carved away and away to that point boundary for 4. Very good evening again to Danny Morrison.
G'day, Dolly. Yeah, it's just intriguing given they've lost 3. That's the tough gig, isn't it? In terms of white ball cricket, and early on you lose 3. Yeah, but niggly. Asking rate 14.3, so a bit to do. Hence the dancing shoes on from Deploy. He's not a bad little start, is he? He's got 4 and a 6. So he's 15 from 8. And Rovanutapa.
Very good, boys. Stop for me.
Yes, so remember the name. Rovanutapa, I mean, not Utapa. And Mr. Brathwaite. A lot of videos of him.
Swung away down to long on, got to get in, does get in and gets in very comfortably. Very comfortably in the end. Catch taken by Ruman Race. Sorry. Mohammed Nabi was it down there. Looking at the wrong sheet, Dooley. You'll get that right.
Well, you can understand what's going on here, and Asif had to go. Yeah, Mohammed Nabi with those safe mitts. End of Asif Khan. Not many, just 4. See you later. 5-5 for 4.
Colin Ingram has made his way out to the middle. He wasn't in the original 11, so must be the impact player. Coming for Tamal Mills, possibly. Little injury that Tamal Mills picked up in the bowling innings, so couple of left-handers out there now, and Ingram and Los Deploy.
And a bit of Obed McCoy. Yeah, we're going to cross over. Here's Ramon Martin has just put the signal above his head. What's happening? He's just leaning over. He's just getting some confirmation. In fact, Alim Dar makes the signal. Tamal Mills with that injury. You're quite right, Dooley. He can't take any further part, and understandably so. So it's time for Obed McCoy with his bag of tricks.
Straight away been carved out, backward a point for half a dozen. What a shot that is from Les Deploy.
Oh, bet. How about the back of the hand slower ball, Chief? And pace on into the surface. It wasn't the worst delivery because it did seem back with a bit of angle. My word. I know it's to the smaller side, but hey, it doesn't matter. That is extraordinary. Whew.
Yeah, the wrists of Deploy. Chance with a clean pickup. Might have had an opportunity.
Asif Khan, you can understand he had to go. Very capable fellow, of course. But mistimed. And Muhammad Nabi just had to look and judge and then came in. And the old boy, the salute and signal with his wrist spin, Mr. Imran Tahir.
There's that slower ball. Deceived him, all ends up. Oh no, Obed. No. A size 16 boots. Surely you can keep a part of it behind the line.
Yeah, there's no excuse, is there? Look at the size of those feet. One more frame, one more. Yeah, on the line, can't be on the line. You know that. So understandably, the siren goes off, signal comes out, and it's time for a freebie. To produce another one of those terrific slower balls. Obed.
Went hard into the surface and it's racing down towards fine leg. They'll pick up a couple.
Abdullah, you and I have been around the circuit and seen a bit of Obed McCoy. Annoying, really, because he's such a fine exponent of his art of pace and slower balls, but his feet, you mentioned size 16, you've got to keep part of that behind the lines, no doubt. A lot of players, in fact, their toes are just touching the popping crease, not so much even the heel. He's got to get that sorted because he's been such a sinner of it. Too many no balls in T20 or T10. Well, the asking rate is 15s. Okay, not impossible given the two men that are at the crease. Deploy set, and Ingram only just got out there, but they're so capable. And those wise fellows in the hot seats, nice.
It was high this time, and that's down over backward point down towards deep third for four more.
I've seen a bit of this carry on again today. Our second day here of 7th season of T10. It's the 5th season of the Abu Dhabi T10 at this venue. Uppercut, had to wait and go, but my word, it's a superb technique deploy.
Pace off, the call for two. He's actually done very well here. Deploy, 17 from that over, 72 for four. Gorgeous evening, little breeze coming across the ground, and one more to go on day number 2. This is match 5, the Bangla Tigers up against the New York Strikers on this magnificent Zayed Cricket Stadium. So 23 overs left on day 2 and just 3 more left in this game. 44 of 18 deliveries, required rate just a tick under 15. Certainly doable, but they have lost 4 wickets. Siddiqui was brilliant in his first. Not so good a start in his second. Half a dozen for Ingram.
Yeah, it's a go-to area for Ingram. I recall 100 in Sharjah, the PSL, a few years ago now, but still a lot of these strokes. Swivel and shovels it over deep backward square. Very good in that zone. Biggest bit of timing. That's what's needed. And again, it is being picked out that smaller side. So Siddiqui, you have to be mindful. You think a bit fuller and make Ingram, the left-hander, go to the biggest side of the park here tonight.
Oh, good. No touch, but a good dot ball.
Yeah, Siddiqui excited. Mark Boucher, head coach of Team Abu Dhabi. Ideally to see Ingram get going. 9 from 5. What's he got?
Oh, another really good Yorker there from Siddiqui. Nice comeback after 6 off the first ball. Remembering that the Braves scored 48 in the last 3 overs. So they were able to do what is required by Team Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, not bad, was it, going at 16s for the last 3 in terms of the Braves, but two capable gentlemen at the crease.
Barring that first ball, the next 3 have been superb. Can he finish it off? Because Team Abu Dhabi need at least 1 more boundary, if not 2, off this over.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? It'll pick up because you've got 2 lefties at the crease and he's again deployed, eyeing up that leg side, given that it is the smaller side tonight.
Goes offside. Oh, just enough as well. That's into the breeze, the big side of the ground. Not quite sure how he's got it there, but he's done it.
That's why the captain's applauding. Dwayne Pretorius going, holy heck. Deploy. Look, a little shimmy to the offside, so the bowler goes a little wider, but he has bowled length. That's the problem. He thinks there's a chance. He really does. He's under it and thinks, yep, might have this. No. You need to be 6'8" there.
It doesn't help when you're 2'6", is it?
I know.
Goes leg side this time, and should be a couple. It will be. It ends up being exactly the run rate required. 15 off the over. 2 to go, 29 left. It's 87 for 4.
Nabi, please. Change with him. No, these 2 only.
Two to go here in match number 2. Abu Dhabi need 29 off 12 deliveries. Sam Cook took a great catch earlier. He's back to finish off his second, and a lovely slower ball to start.
I keep mentioning this at length. You've got to have 5 or 6 of these. Back of the hand, knuckleballs, little cutters, maybe even the 1 finger index delivery. You take pace off and the deception. Just never ever arrives for the batsman to get pace on the ball.
And then jam the Yorker, and brilliant start to this over from Sam Cook.
I saw the back of the hand, now the conventional seam up. Get it right on the popping crease here. Little sand shoe crusher, as it used to be called back in the day. Brilliant start. Start with 2 dots. Suddenly that asking rate is 17.5.
Bowling skills 9 out of 10. Football skills 1. So that slower ball gives him no pace to work with. Ingram off strike, but he's eaten up 3 deliveries for just 1 run. All the pressure now on deploy.
Yeah, half an over and then deploy. So he's already hit 3 sixes. You'd think here, Veer, somehow winkle a couple of them to disappear over the fence. Again, against Cook, good luck.
Squeezes it. They've got to go for 2, do they? Decide against it, and rightly so. Well, this is superb from Cook. 2 balls remaining, and you feel that Abu Dhabi have got to hit 2 boundaries. Does he go back to Obed McCoy, Danny? 1 over for just 17. Has to go back to him, you'd think.
Yeah, 100%. I just think this is T10, and sometimes you disappear, but it can also come back, as we've seen. What, Obed comes back and bowls that last over and only goes for 4 or 5. You just never know.
Or gets it away. Gets a boundary, and a much-needed boundary, does Ingram. Not the maximum, but 4 of them. Needs to go again.
That's what you said, Dooley. Pair of these. This one's gone for 4. Not a bad slow ball either, to be fair. And then this, you'd think too, this needs to go for 6. If this could go for 6, and it brings it down, you want to get under 20. If you can bring that down to 17, different ball game.
Oh, quality. High quality from Sam Cook. Over's only gone for 7. It's 94 for 4.
Yes, if you can please. Go big.
One to go, 22 required. And it will be Obed McCoy. Well, don't need reminding, but scan that code. Receive T10 digital rewards. So much on offer. Join T10's venture into the future with blockchain, and you will join the waitlist. Oh, a little inside edge and under edge. Should have pinched the 1 and got deploy back on strike, but they did not.
Makes that equation that much more difficult. Geez, it was there in a way. To pace on and width. Oh, please. And you wanted to go hard, back down with a baseball sort of slog.
It's that hard, but there is cover, and it's gone for 4.
In a way, that previous delivery should have got that as well. Just put it through there when he tried to drag it on the onside. That previous one, that was a dot. Yeah, it's a much better technique and much better areas where Ingram is so strong in as well.
Pace off, and this time should come back for 2. No. So let's deploy. Has got to find 3 maximums. to win the game. 3 sixes to win the game for Team Abu Dhabi.
It'll be a cracker if these next two do disappear. And then there'll be a bit of squeezing going on.
Wide, so that'll help.
Yeah, well, this is bringing up the 100, but yeah, their third season, the CHENNAI Braves, is a franchise in the Abu Dhabi T10. With their first one, if they can get up over Team Abu Dhabi in 4 meetings.
Oh, don't speak too soon, Danny. I love it when the stats guys just pass you a bit of paper before the moment. Before the moment. These things, they just come to test you. Dougie Brown, what's he thinking?
Dougie Luddy.
Just going to pass it back to our man next to us. Just say, just hold fire, champion.
Azim Asli.
Oh, has he got enough? Has he got enough? He has. How's the stats man looking now?
And the 50 partnership, thank you, Azim. Wazim. What a dream of a cover point. Oh, classic. Now, this next one goes as well. That is going to be sensational. That will be a ripper.
He's walked out. He's not here anymore. He's left us. Let's deploy. What an innings so far. 43 off 16. And Obed, he's gone for 30. He's clocked up 30. He's got 2 balls to go. Can he find a Yorker? Can he find a dot? Oh, that's gone for 4. Oh, we're headed for a tie, maybe. Another 4. Sees a tie. 5 to win, so a 6 required.
Oh, the stats. The stats are calling. Oh, dear. Super overs? Have we got? Now there's a fight going on in the comm box.
Now the producer and the stats man are in a competition here. We're hearing there is a super over for every game, not just the playoffs. Not sure you can have a super over in T10. Can we have a super 3?
Brilliant. And we haven't got time, Dolly. Next game, please. Triple header.
Oh, now we've got a conference. Now you're just cluttering the young man's head. Let him be. Let him do what he's got to do. $17 off the over. 6 to win, 4 for a tie. Well, we got any confirmation yet?
Azim.
Last ball. Swing and a miss. And they get the job done, do the Braves. And Obed McCoy just wipes the sweat from the brow and says, we'll take it. I've gone for plenty, but we will take it. The Chennai Braves win by 4 runs. Where's that bit of paper? Pass it back.
It's the first time, what, in 4 outings? 4 meetings, I think, isn't it? And it was. Thank you, Azim. Yeah, I've broken their duck against Team Abu Dhabi, have the Braves, because, well, if you're superstitious from the Northern Hemisphere, Nelson has appeared again. 1-1-1 for 4 from their 10, and Dougie Brown, well, he is from the Northern Hemisphere. The Scotsman, he was spitting tacks earlier in the over. A couple of wides and then a 6. So he would have felt the pressure. Had a tough time of it in the last 2 years of the Chennai Braves. And he gets there in the end as Obed McCoy with a few beads of sweat.
Well, brilliant performance from Cook, from Siddiqui as well. And this is was a swing and a miss. It was probably there. He'll feel that if he'd maybe gone down the line of off stump, he might have had an opportunity to carve it away over backward point, cover point again, but not to be. The Chennai Braves get home in a tight one, a close one. Played beautifully though, Los Deploy. 47 off 18. Trying to get Team Abu Dhabi home after the start by Mayers and Hales. Bantam was out for just 2 and Asif 4 from 6. Partnership between Deploy and Ingram was a good one, but not quite good enough to get Team Abu Dhabi home.
One for 21, one for 13, another one for 21, and Siddiqui that one for 19, but right at the bottom there, a lot of pressure for Obed McCoy to come up trumps, and he had both overs going for 17. They did need 23, so in the end, got lucky, you'd have to say, even though they're going Deploy. 47 from 18, 3 4s and 4 6s, and he got a length ball there to finish with it. Needed to go for 6. In the end, it was a dot, and they win.
Well, they needed 116 to win, so they needed a good start from Kyle Mayers and Alex Hales. It was decent without being brilliant. Mayers was out, caught by Jason Roy, bowling of Sam Cook early enough, and then Hales picked up a big 6 over mid-wicket. Tom Banton went to go over long off, couldn't find enough airtime, and he was dismissed. A stroke from Alex Hales, and that was the start of Los Deploy's innings. Very first ball. Hales clothed one to deep mid-wicket, a terrific catch from Cook. He's had an impact on this game, that is for sure. 2 brilliant overs and a great catch as well to dismiss Hales. And Asif was out, caught down at long on by Mohammad Nabi. And Los Deploy, it was left to him and Colin Ingram to try and get Team Abu Dhabi home, and they ended up falling just a little bit short, but not for want of effort. Ingram just struggled a little bit to get a hold of anything. And just 2 4s and 1 6 in his 20 off 15 balls. So 14 runs of those 20 came in 3 balls of the 15. Struggled to get the ball away on other occasions, but Los Deploy was exceptional in a losing cause. The Braves getting the W in game number 2 of day 2, the Abu Dhabi T10, powered by Sat Sport News. 115 for 4, the Braves. 111 for 4, Team Abu Dhabi. The Chennai Braves win by 4 runs. Back shortly, post-match presentation and the toss for game number 3.